Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Daily Oracle Pull. So, timeless energy, whenever you come across this, today we're going to be getting some messages from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and that one is by Denise Lynn. We're going to get a Super Attractor card, and that's by Gabrielle Bernstein. And then these two new decks that I got, they're just by a manufacturing company in someplace foreign from the United States. I wish I could say who wrote them. I bought them off of Amazon. All right, so that they are the Angel Number deck, and then this other one is Messages of Cosmic Oracle deck. So let's get a prayer over these cards, and then we'll get a quick message out for Sunday or whenever. Great Spirit, thank you for guiding me every moment of my life. Help me to speak as a vessel directly from you for our best and highest good. Help me to see the story and speak clearly. Please draw anyone to this message that could help their life. Protect everyone who comes across this message, covering them in pentacles of light. What do we need to know as the collective for this day, for our best and highest good? Please and thank you so much. All right, we're going to start with the Sacred Destiny Oracle for the main energy of the day. All right, what do we need to know? For our best and highest good energy of the day, what are we working with? For our best and highest good, please and thank you. What do we need to know? For our best and highest good. That is way too many. We're going to try some more. For our best and highest good, what do we need to know? Just a couple cards. Oh my gosh, they're really flying up on my face today. All right, I'm taking the first three out of this stack here. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, you know what? There are 4 cards total that flipped and like smacked my face. We're going to take them all. And what an awesome week, like end of the week message, at least for where I'm at right now. Okay, so all of these positive cards: Enlightenment, Voyage, Wonders, Illumination. It's like turning a corner. Wow, yeah. All the questions that you've been asking, all of the journeys that you've been taking in your mind and with spirit, the reprogramming that we're setting a task upon in our lives, and in conjunction with spirit, that time spent in meditation to reprogram our, like at a cellular level. This enlightenment is coming in strong, like a huge sail. Wow, it's like sailing in the cosmos, on the clouds, above the top of the mountain. Almost like parchment or something flapping there. Okay, so let's address the main colors in this Enlightenment card here. We're working with mostly that deep black in contrast to the bright stars that are popping out. So your intuition is growing. And your wisdom is growing, because the next biggest color that we're working with here is the purple, which is your 7th chakra, your crown chakra, your connection with spirit. And it's like you're being guided by heart space too. Down here, we've got those pinks. It's like that grounding energy. The pinks are right in alignment with the earth, with this mountain. And then there's these puffs of purity, like clouds that this ship is riding on into the cosmos. So this enlightenment that is coming into your life, it is bringing greater voyages. Oh, there were 2 cards here. Oh my gosh, and protection, 5 cards. Okay, all right. So this enlightenment, doing the work, taking the time, being called for our true purpose. It's bringing us to new voyages. Let's check this out. Look, there's like a moon up there that you could see in the daytime. That happened this past week. And then we've got this humpback whale, which is ferrying a baby whale, its offspring, underneath it. Wow, there could be actual moving going on for you. Like, not just astral. I mean, I absolutely see that, but I'm getting a sense of a picking up and going where it's safer for family, somewhere more rural even. Yeah, I'm getting like I'm feeling farmlands, I'm feeling, trees, places where we grow gardens. Even though that this card is all blue, it's all about communication and emotion, and you will be informed by your emotions. So okay, this enlightenment, this protection, and the wonders and the illumination. Maybe you're being called to a different destination. Location is important, especially when we learn about Chinese astrology and what our natural enemy astrology animal is. Living in a state that was founded in our natural enemy state, or our natural enemy year. The flow isn't as good, but just like anything, we make do with what we have, and when we give thanks for what we do have, more abundance flows into our life. But I'm having visions of this like rural landscape. You could be even crossing seas, but I'm feeling more of the water vibe of like irrigation, to be honest. And then, okay, so the whales themselves, when I see whales and the symbolism of it, like how vast and big they are, and how strong they are. And these whales are really gentle too, gentle giants. And their song, that vibration, that giving and that receiving, being the broadcaster and the receiver in conjunction, like harmonious conjunction, not only with the earth, but with all of the beings that inhabit this space where we are. The animals, the insects, the birds, right? The humans. And then also those astral energies, so many dimensions of space, and how vibrations, they run through all of them, parallel universes, all of the possibilities that ever could be, existing at one time, this now moment. And this enlightenment it has to do with tapping into those vibrations, and clearly honing in on what it is that spirit is calling for us, because you do have this protection, the tree of life, man. And then like Odin energy too. We've got that lightning crashing in the background, also being the shade of the tree, like being protected from overwhelming heat. And a tree, it does give me that sense of protection. I totally understand why they would use this symbolism, the shade tree. So there's this path that walks right underneath it. It's almost like a one-lane walking path. Ooh, one-lane walking path. Our singular path. Your singularity, your uniqueness, and how protected that is. That you're the only one who has your view. You're the only one who could see the way you do, feel the way you do, be the way you are. And what capability you have, especially when we're working with spirit. And Spirit's here to say you are so protected. You are so protected. Wow. And the lightning too, it's giving inspiration. And then that big tree, grounding energy, always, I mean, I'm an earth sign. I've got a lot of Taurus in my chart, but that grounding energy, it does worlds of good. You know, everyone's free to choose the way that they want to live with, obviously addendums here and there, right? We harm none and all that jazz, right? But I mean, when we go outside and we see how intelligent nature is, it feels like proof to me that there is this grand design, that there is something that is so much wiser. And it's difficult for me to understand when others don't see it that way. And that's okay. Like, I don't lose sleep over it, right? I have at different times. Like, there were times in my life where I just couldn't seem to get enough of any religious text I could get my hand on. I wanted to understand everybody's religion. And because I had a lot of problems with Christianity for a long time, I would get real triggered. I grew up in like a United Methodist church, and I'm really thankful, really grateful for that, namely for the music and the sense of community and socialization that it gave to me. But when I started to become older and I was hearing the things that my preacher was talking about, I just had a whole bunch of problems with it. And so we age, though, and we have new experiences. And I think that it's beautiful that people are free to be whatever religion it is that they are called to. It's not a one-size-fits-all sort of a deal. And I'm also really thankful that the Constitution protects that, and that we're in a place where that's an energy that lives and it's strong, right? So I guess I'm just calling to attention that vastness and beauty of nature and the experiences that we have with it. And when we connect in with that Mother Gaia energy and the back and the forth that we have, it's very spiritual to me. And I know that I'm not the only one who experiences that way. And I encourage you to get yourself out in nature and see that beauty and interact with it. Yeah. Because, man, the wonders of the world, that cosmic energy, crystal points, amethyst, and then like this blackness and these stars. It's like the Milky Way cutting right through it. It could be a good idea for you to work with amethyst, work with quartz. There are so many amazing stones out there, right? But this is like a pointed energy, and it's a lot of times when you have, these are almost wand shapes, right? Actually, I cannot remember what this stone is called, but this is that pointed shape, an obelisk, right? Masculine energy too in that shape. But it's a pointing. It's a doing energy, and using a stone like this, it can help direct your energy. And sometimes when you go and you have like Reiki work or sound healing work done, they'll use stones like this and put them at different energy centers on your body. And you can use these stones, and there's so much to learn about that if you're ever interested too. But the amethyst, this amethyst energy for communication and protection and a sense of awe of the wonders that are around us. Boom, I'm pulling this card up one last time. And lastly, we have this illumination. So overall, lots of, this feels like the second phase of transformation here. So much abundance, so much illumination, so much connection with spirit. It's this voyage too. It has to do with the changes that you're making, and whether it be in a very physical way, but more importantly, in a sort of mental and emotional way. These changes, these thoughts, these understandings, this broadening of our perspective and our understanding in the world, that's what's really changing. And when we do that and we ask the questions and we're, very honest with ourselves and our own observations, and we listen, we have the patience and the openness to hear and listen from other points of view, that illumination, it's a side effect. It's just a part of that path. So this is all boding really well. I mean, it just comes down to whether or not this is your path, whether or not you want to put the work in for that sort of an understanding and openness and that sort of a growth in your life. But like, the energy of the collective today is all this positive, energy, and I'm really thankful about that, how protected you are, the wonders that are inside of you and outside of you, and being able to behold them with your own eyes, and what heightening senses there might be when we start using things like crystals, which have been called the organs of angels by Rudolf Steiner. He said that. Isn't that cool? So, right, there's a lot out there, and you're being called to hone in on what that path is for you. And the more we ask those questions of spirit, and the more we take the time to make space for meditation and a grounded, resting space, that information starts flowing more freely. It's like you can't even help it, right? Beautiful. All right, so let's get an angel number out for you to see where you're headed, maybe physically, but certainly mentally, for your best and highest good, for my best and highest good, for all of our best and highest good. What angel number could help us along this path of enlightenment? Yeah, because I mean, there's always challenges, right? There's always opportunities for growth. It just has a lot to do with the way we look at things. Yeah, illumination. It's like a lifting of the fog. For our best and highest good, these slippery cards. Please and thank you. Oh, it flew. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. 3333. Hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Man, threes have followed me my whole life. I've sort of been obsessed with them. Social skills. All right. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to remain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Wow, that's great. It's like advice on opening up with other people in the world, gaining different kinds of knowledge through your specific skill set. Hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. I wonder if you've been seeing the threes. Man, I love this. All of these positive messages out. Yesterday dealt with a lot of the swinging and the backstories, right? A lot of those challenges. Okay. Let's get some messages from, I can't remember what it's called. Messages of Cosmic. Love these new cards too. Oh, I'm so sleepy today, but I really wanted to show up and do this. All right. For our best and highest good, what messages could help us with this enlightenment, with this illumination, the wonders, the voyages, the protection? Please and thank you. What do we need to know? What messages? Messages of Cosmic. Messages of, oh, okay, that's too many, but I'll take the up ones, which are uno, dos. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. I love it. Oh, it looks like a giant eye, doesn't it? Out into the cosmos. It's giving me the sense of that Wonders card. Wow. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Oh my gosh, that all-seeing eye, right, connected into you, what you see. That's great advice. I love that. Okay, and then we have, remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. Ooh, blue communication. Whoa, what is that? It's like smoke or something. Or blue fire. Remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. That whole shift, right? Changing ourselves from the inside out. It's really the only way, right? Well, I mean, I guess things happen physically on the outside, and then they force us they force us to the inside. So maybe it's not the only way, but it's the most effective way. Is that up for debate? I guess everything is. I guess I'm just asking myself. What do you think? All right, let's get one last message for the day. For our best and highest good, please and thank you. What do we need to know? Oh, shoot. Well, that's fast. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Wow, red to purple. Really, green isn't represented in this card, but pink is, which is that heart space. We've got the oranges, the reds, the blues, the purples, the indigos. A swirling of our whole energetic colors, our kundalini. That is awesome. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Amen. All of this changing energy, I mean, that is the thing that remains the same in life, right? Change. And we could get really stuck in loops and circles of doing the same thing all the time. And sometimes that's all right. And sometimes it's time to change things up. And it looks like you really are headed down this path of wonders of the world, like big picture stuff here, really illuminating things. You know, it can be scary when that happens sometimes too. It's like so drastically different from thoughts that we've been thinking and believing our entire lives. It's really jarring, but it looks like right now where you're at, like you've already had a lot of the really big ones jar you already. It doesn't mean that there's not many more to come, right? But that this coming path with protection, it really is bringing a greater sense of enlightenment and illumination and connection with spirit. Faith. Excellent. I really hope that this can help you along your path. And I appreciate you so much. I thank my friends and my family. I thank StreamYard and YouTube so much. And above all, I thank you to God and Goddess. And I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Thank you so much.